Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the topic linear independence and dependence. Linear independence and dependence. First we can discuss what is linear independence. We have a definition. Let V be a vector space over a field F. V be a vector space over a field F and let S be a non-empty subset of this V. Let S be a non-empty subset of the vector space V over a field F, then this set S is said to be linearly independent if for any vectors for any given vectors x1, x2, etc. xn belongs to S, we have c1 x1 plus c2 x2 plus etc. plus cn xn is equal to 0 implies Ci equal to 0 or C1 is equal to C2 equal to etc. Cn is equal to 0. This 0 is 0 in F and this 0 is 0 in B. That is, let S be a non-empty subset of a vector space V over a field F. Then this set S is said to be linearly independent if for any given vectors x1, x2, etc. xn belongs to S, we have c1 x1 plus c2 x2 plus etc. cn xn is equal to 0 implies c1 equal to c2 equal to c3 equal to etc. cn equal to 0. That is, for any vectors x1, x2, etc. xn belongs to S, this linear combination of these vectors is equal to 0, then uh, these scalars are zeros. That means the only way of expressing 0v, that is the only way of expressing 0 as a linear combination of these elements is the trivial way. That is the 0 in v, that is 0v in v can be expressed as a linear combination of these vectors x1, x2, etc. xn in only one way, in which each ci are zeros. That is, we can express 0v, we can only express this 0v as a linear combination of these elements as 0 into x1 plus 0 into x2 plus etc. plus 0 into xn, where these zeros are 0 in F. That means we can express 0 in V as a linear combination of these vectors in only one way, such that these each scalar is 0. So to verify that a given set of vectors x1, x2, etc. xn are linearly independent, we have only to show that c1 x1 plus c2 x2 plus etc. cn xn equal to 0 implies c1 equal to c2 equal to etc. cn is equal to 0. That means if this linear combination is equal to 0, then we have to show that each ci is 0. For example, the subset 1 comma 0 0 comma 1 belongs to R2 is linearly independent. So here the given set consisting of these two elements, so we have to show that this set is linearly independent. So first we can consider the linear combination is equal to 0. So let c1 into 1 comma 0 plus c2 into 0 comma 1 is equal to 0. 0 means 0 in v, this is equal to v means here R2, so this is 0 comma 0. So we suppose that this linear combination is equal to 0. So we have to show that this C1, C2 are zeros. So this implies C1, comma 0 plus 0, comma C2 equal to 0, 0. This implies C1, comma C2 is equal to 0, comma 0. That implies C1 is equal to C2 equal to 0. So this linear combination is equal to 0 implies C1 equal to C2 equal to 0. So the only case is C1 equal to C2 equal to 0. Therefore, this set is linearly independent. Therefore, the given set is linearly independent. Linearly independent. Now, in a similar way, we can show that if EI is equal to 0, 0, etc., 0, 1, 0, etc., 0, with the 1 in the ith position, with the 1 in the ith position, then the set E1, E2, etc., En, E1, E2, etc., En is linearly independent. So here also, to prove this, we can suppose that C1 E1 plus C2 E2 plus etc. plus Cn En is equal to 0. That implies C1 into E1 is 1 0 0 etc. 0 plus C2 into E2 is 0 1 0 0 etc. 0. That is 1 is in the second place, second position, plus etc. plus Cn into En is nothing but 0 0 etc. 1 0 1, which is equal to 0 0 etc. 0. So this is actually belongs to these this element is belongs to Rn now. Now here we know that this implies C1 0 0 etc. 0 plus C2 into this, that is 0 C2 0 etc. 0 plus etc. plus 0 0 etc. Cn is equal to 0 0 etc. 0 0 element. So adding the left hand side, we get C1 comma C2 C3 etc. Cn is equal to 0 0 etc. 0. So that implies C1 equal to C2 equal to etc. Cn is equal to 0. So this linear combination is equal to 0 implies each scalar is equal to 0. So the given set of vectors is linearly independent. This set of vectors is linearly independent. Next example, let V be a vector space and let X be a non-zero vector in V. Let X be a non-zero vector in V. Then the singleton set X is linearly independent. The singleton set X is linearly independent. That means any singleton set of non-zero vector is linearly independent. It is because we know the elementary properties. So from that we have C into X is equal to 0 implies 0 is actually 0 in V. This implies we know this C is equal to 0 F. So it is because X is not equal to 0. Since X is not equal to 0 V, Cx is equal to 0 implies C equals 0 by elementary properties. So from this we get uh, the singleton set X is linearly independent. Next we have the definition linear dependence. Linear dependence. Let S be a non-empty subset of a vector space V over a field F. Let S be a non-empty subset of a vector space V over a field F. Then S is said to be linearly dependent. S is said to be linearly dependent or simply dependent. If S is not linearly independent, S is said to be linearly dependent if S is not linearly independent. If S is not linearly independent, then S is said to be linearly dependent. That means S is linearly dependent if there exist vectors, there exist distinct vectors x1, x2, etc. xn belongs to S, and scalars C1, C2, etc. Cn belongs to F, not all of which are 0, not all of which are 0 in F, such that C1 x1 plus C2 x2 plus etc. Cn xn is equal to 0 in V. That is, the set S is said to be linearly dependent if there exist distinct vectors x1, x2, etc. xn belongs to S, and scalars c1, c2, etc. cn belongs to F. Not all these scalars are 0, such that c1 x1 plus c2 x2 plus etc. cn xn is equal to 0 in V. That is, we can express 0 as a linear combination of these vectors such that not all these scalars are 0. Now we have an important theorem which says that no linearly independent subset of a vector space V contains 0. That is, any linearly independent subset of a vector space V does not contain the 0 element in V. So how to prove this? Let S be any subset of V such that 0 belongs to S. So here we are going to prove this theorem by proving the contrapositive. Here actually this theorem is, if S is linearly independent subset, then we have to show that S does not contain 0V. So we are supposing that 0 belongs to S, then we have to show that S is linearly dependent. Now we have to show that S is linearly dependent. So suppose that S is any subset of V such that 0 belongs to S. Now choose vectors x1, x2, etc. xn belongs to S such that xi is equal to 0 for some 0 less than or equal to 1 less than or equal to I less than or equal to n. That is, suppose xi is equal to 0. So we have 0 belongs to S, and suppose that this 0 is xi is 0. Xi is 0 V in S. So we have the we choose the vectors x1, x2, etc. xi minus 1 and xi. Xi is equal to 0, then xi plus 1, etc. xn. So this is the 0 element. Xi is 0 element. Now we can choose scalars such that Ci is not equal to 0 and Cj is equal to 0 for all j is not equal to I. That means we can choose C1 0, C2 0, etc. Ci is non-zero, then the others are zeros. So what about the linear combination C1 x1 plus C2 x2 plus etc. plus Ci xi plus etc. plus Cn xn? So this is equal to, we know Cj is equal to 0 for all j not equal to I. So this C1 is equal to 0, C2 equal to 0, etc. Ci minus 1 is equal to 0. So this is 0 into x1 plus 0 into x2 plus etc. plus 0 into xi minus 1 plus Ci is not equal to 0. So Ci into xi minus 1. But we taken that xi is equal to 0. So Ci into 0 here, this is xi plus Ci plus 1, xi plus 1 plus etc. So Ci plus 1 is actually 0 into xi plus 1 plus 0 into xi. So since this xi is equal to 0, we have this is equal to 0, 0 in V. So we obtained a linear combination of x1, x2, x3, etc., xn such that not all the scalars are zeros, because we choose Ci is not equal to 0. It is obtained since we taken 0 V belongs to S, and we choose that this Xi is that 0. So we have a linear combination of Xi's such that not all these Ci are zeros. So we have the set x1, x2, etc., xn is linearly dependent. That is, S is linearly dependent. S is linearly dependent. Therefore, we have if 0v belongs to S, then we have S is linearly dependent. Linearly dependent. Therefore, we have by contrapositive, we have S is linearly independent. Independent implies 0v does not belongs to S. That means any linearly independent set of vectors does not contains 0v. Therefore, we have any set of vectors containing 0 vector is linearly dependent, or non-linearly independent subset of a vector space V can contain 0. That is, if S is linearly independent, then it does not contain the 0 element.